The unjust judge. Christ gave a parable of a widow in town who was oppressed, and she went to a judge to get vindication. The judge didn't care. The judge didn't want to bother with it. The judge didn't care about the Most High, neither did he bother with other people. He was a self-obsessed jerk who had no interest in doing what's right. Nevertheless, that widow kept on bothering, so after a while he decided, okay, even though I don't care about God, no neither do I regard other people, I'm still going to give justice to this widow because she will bother me, she will make things hard on me. Now, Christ gave that parable, and Christ said that the Most High, will vindicate and avenge his elect speedily. Speedily is not swiftly, but he will avenge them. Now, look at this from the big wider perspective. You have a judge. Remember, Christ lived in the Roman Empire. Okay? In the Roman Empire, the judges were part of a convent, of a jurisdiction. You had the provinces in the Roman Empire. Provinces had districts, and you had convents. So you have each convent consisted out of the elders of the families and of the rich, and from them you had several men who were elected by the provincial government in order to be judges. Those were people loyal to the Roman Empire, and not only that, they were under strict control of the military. Why it was important for the Roman Empire to benefit its subjects in order for the people to keep trusting in Rome. So when you had weak people that were Roman citizens, well, you need to defend them because they're Roman citizens. If they're not Roman citizens, well, there was a bit of disregard towards them, but in general, if there was injustice happening and the Roman court of law would not respond, people would begin to lose faith in the Roman court of law and people could revolt. And don't get things twisted. The Roman Empire depended upon the trust people had in the Roman state. So if you had a judge who didn't regard doing what's right, he was a danger to the Roman system. And if you are in agreement with Rome, if you've sworn allegiance to Caesar, to the Roman Empire, and now you are a judge, you were awarded that position, and you go against Rome, your head is going off. Rome was not kidding. So to have a judge, because you didn't have many civil judges at the time. So to have a judge, a Roman judge who discarded Roman law, man, even the military would turn against you. I mean it. So this parable Christ gave was not a usual thing. I'm not saying that judges that ignored cases didn't happen, but think about it. This widow is from a community, she's oppressed, and she keeps bothering that man. The judge could have just ordered her to be locked up, and he would have got rid of it. The fact that the judge couldn't just lock her up means that this widow operated in some spiritual power. And because she operated in some spiritual power, that judge couldn't touch her. And she kept on bothering that judge. And that means that she has the ability to disgrace the Roman legal system. Because she can say, well, I need vindication, but the Roman law is not helping me. They're discarding me. If she will spread this news around, it would even cause an uprising. So this judge indeed realized, hold on a minute, I need to act on behalf of this woman or else I'm in big trouble. It's only when his own comfort was threatened that he became interested. Now look at this. this unjust judge. Doesn't this figure sound familiar? What if I tell you that that is how worldly people are in general? I say in general. There are some worldly people that have good intentions, that do give about others. You do have those. But what if I tell you that the world in general is like that unjust judge? You may think that I'm cynical, that I'm negative, that I'm bitter. No, 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 no. When you look at this construct we call society, it's a construct of avoidance. So society tells you who you are, how to think, how not to think, whom to hate, and whom to cherish. And people agree with society just to avoid discomfort. And I can understand it if you're a child and the people you need, the people around you to take care of you. So you comply with other people. So that you comply with other people, that's understandable. But it goes way far when you blindly accept expectations and demands from the outside without evaluating them. Look, if someone would come to you with a rhino and they would tell you, jump on the rhino and ride around, you would say to them, get away, get lost, I'm not doing that. Or if you never rode a horse before and someone comes with this energetic horse towards you and tells you, come, ride the horse, you would think, I'm not going on that animal. Why? Because you can see that, well, it's overwhelming, I don't know how to handle this, I'm not doing it. Yet when it comes to society, people blindly accept the decrees, demands of a thing called society. It's a fictive entity people have made up and people are empowering, and everyone is hiding behind this entity. Whenever things go wrong in the community, it's society. Hold on a minute. Aren't you the ones enacting and empowering that thing called society? So you mean to tell me that there is poverty? You mean to tell me there is sexual exploitation of children and young women? And there are also elderly women today being exploited in prostitution. So that means that there are young men who are lusting after old women. I know it sounds very sick, it is, but it is happening. So you mean to tell me all those things are happening and it's the fault of society? Hold on a minute, aren't you agreeing with society, acting out society? So if society is causing all of those problems and you're the one enacting society, doesn't mean that you are contributing to them? Don't you care? Don't you carry accountability for your contribution? But then people say, well, people come with all kinds of excuses. Now look, if you have people around you that have agreed in the negative, and there are many, you on your own cannot stop them. So I'm not telling you to feel guilty. I'm not telling you I'm not putting any charge on you, any demands on you. I just want you to look at this from the wider perspective. Society is an avoidance structure that people hide behind. Look, that unjust judge is in general how society is. Society is a fictive entity that's empowered by a community, and this fictive entity has demands. If you meet the demands, you get the relief. And the relief works out in the people in the society. They leave you alone. You don't violence things away from you. You can have a house, you can have a sex partner, people are protecting you. If you cannot meet the demands of this fictive entity, bad stuff is going to happen. And often you're programmed so much by this fictive entity that even if there are no physical actions taken against you, your mind, which is indoctrinated and programmed by fear, is causing physical sickness in your own body. That's how deep and how far it goes. But look at this. This widow, she kept on pressuring, she kept harassing that judge. and the judge decide, okay, I'm going to give you what you want. Now, is Jesus telling us to stalk people for selfish benefits? No, that's not what Christ is saying. What Christ is saying is that if you recognize the system is corrupt, then yes, you are dealing with the system on a daily basis, so you act wise. You're not going to cause trouble in a sense that you are going, I'm saying like this, if you realize that the system is corrupt, you're not going to cause trouble to legitimize the force and the violence of the system, but you are going to resist, but you are resisting the right way. In the New Testament is written, submit unto God, resist the devil, he will flee from you. It doesn't say resist the devil and you'll win. No. Because you cannot resist the devil by using the devil's devices. You can't. Because when you resist the devil with the devil's devices, you are empowering the devil. So what will the devil do? He will give you relief. You will back off. And you think you've won. No, you've used the devil's devices to defeat the devil. So in doing that, you've advanced the devil's rule. That's what you've done. Look, when you are dealing with the world, you're dealing with an unjust judge. You're dealing with a collective, a crowd of people that don't regard the Most High and don't care about others, unless those others reflect and are relevant to their needs and their cravings. That's what you're dealing with. So you cannot expect justice over there. You cannot expect fairness over there. Does that mean you just give in to evil and accept evil and embrace evil? No. Just like this widow was persistent in her faith, you should be persistent also. And there are times that you don't win some battles, but you don't have to win every battle. Why? Because you're not operating by your own strength. You're operating in the supernatural. Remember? Operate in the supernatural. Okay? That's what I'm sharing with you now. Operate in the supernatural. That being said, at peace.